I almost didn't make this video, but I do think this is a very important subject to address, especially having a cocktail channel dedicated to hosting, making drinks, and having a good time. I received this comment the other day, and essentially what this comment is saying is, hey, it looks like you haven't recognized that you're an alcoholic yet. Alcohol is poison. Quit while you can. What this person probably doesn't know is I come from a long line of substance abuse in my family, both immediate and extended. I've seen it healed, I've seen it abused, I've seen it demonized, and I've had to make my own viewpoints on alcohol and substance, which is one of the reasons I know so much about alcohol is before I even ever decided to let it be a part of my life or ask myself, should this be a part of my life? I researched it as much as humanly possible. I get it. Alcohol can be triggering for a lot of people. It was in my family growing up. And as you can imagine, growing up with substance abuse around my family, especially with alcohol was demonized in my house. It was very shunned. It was very shameful. It was never to be brought into the home because of certain things that have happened in the past. And to a degree, I completely understand that. But then I would go over to my best friend's house who loved to host and have parties, and they would have these dinner parties and they would be pouring wine and making cocktails, and they would be enjoying it and not abusing it. So I was very confused. I saw two worlds where it was praised and where it was demonized. And what I've come to the conclusion to is alcohol on its own is a neutral substance left right here on the table. It is powerless. It is up to you and me, the individual, of what to do with it. I've learned in my experience and in my humble opinion, alcohol at its best can enhance scenarios and human experiences. It can lower barriers, it can lower biases, and it can help humans connect more genuinely one-on-one or with a crowd of people when it's used at its best. And at its worst, I'm sure we all know what it's done. I've seen it ruin relationships, I've seen it ruin individuals, but remember, on its own, it is a neutral substance and is up to the individual of what to do with it. Ironically, I've also seen alcohol demonized so much that in return has a negative impact on relationships with the people that give it too much credit. And if you think you have an addiction or you struggle with alcohol, please know right now there is zero shame in that struggle. All I ask is that you ask somebody for help. I've had relationships in my life redeemed because someone who struggled with alcohol was bold enough to ask for help, and there is no shame in that. So if you're feeling that is a lie, just simply ask for help. Things will get better. My encouragement to you and all of us is know yourself and know your relationship personally with alcohol, and never assume someone else's relationship with this substance because of any bias you may have in your perspective of it. And if you choose to drink, be responsible, use it for all the good of the gift that it is and not the bad. If you happen to know anyone that you think could benefit from this video, please share this with them.